Okay, so we're back in Conqueror's Blade. And as you can see, I've finally unlocked my first contract with the Fortebraccio Pikemen. Now, this isn't the full contract, it only lasts for 3 days, but it is a very good opportunity to test out the unit and see how they do in combat. You may have noticed, too, that this video has come out fairly late. That's just because I've taken a bunch of clips of me playing the Fortebraccio and then voiced over them, which takes a while to edit. But it was worth it for the chance to test out the Fortebraccio in some siege battles on video. So the first clip here, I started off attacking, and you can see I have the unit all set up, ready to go, and as the tower mounts, we start to push up. It's a very interesting clip too, because I find this shows the some of the strengths and weaknesses of the unit. So I see my teammates over here trying to push up the ladder, and obviously I have to go help them. So I kind of set up my unit, and you can see they automatically brace whenever you stop moving them. And there I start to pick up a couple assists, nothing major, so you can tell that they are hitting, they are getting some damage in. But this is where they really start to work well as a unit, and this is one of the main reasons I picked the clip, is because of their ability to get lots of hero kills, to rack up hero kills, which in a battle is very useful, because when you take out the hero, you've basically taken out their unit and removed their unit from the battle as well. So when you brace the unit on a hero, they all sort of stab in at once. So you can see here, I'm bracing the unit. I did a bad job there, pushed in a little too far, and the unit takes some damage, but they're fairly sturdy overall. And there's my first hero kill. I, as a hero in this part, am not really doing much. I'm not really attacking. I'm sort of just controlling my unit. So I find it does... There's another kill. I find it does take away from me as a hero doing damage, but as you can see, based on the hero and assist count, I don't really need to be doing anything. My unit does enough for me. They're a very good unit in that case, when you have team support and there's a lot of enemy heroes around. So here I've just put my unit into the supply point, and looks like the team is sort of pushing to C, so I'm going as a hero to check it out. And you can see we've already picked up a few kills. Not a ridiculous amount, but a fair few. So they're doing good already. I find they work better in defense, but they do work good here in attack as well. Now this is one of the main problems, is I'm looking at the skirmish here, and I'm going in with my hero, but the unit is just not fast enough to arrive on time. Now if I look back, you can see they're finally, slowly starting to pull in. They're practically walking though, which makes it hard to do well in some of these attacking scenarios. So I've just called my unit in to me here. This is an interesting map. It's one I haven't ever played before, actually. And as you can see, I'm starting to pull my unit up. And as this tower has mounted, we're gonna go up and see what we can do as far as pushing on the walls go. And this is a scenario that you would think would work very well on such a small wall. The unit can just sort of block it off. So I'm pushing them up here onto this tower. And you can see the kind of damage they're already starting to do. We're racking up a few unit kills. And then they work kind of well in this situation. There's almost too much enemy stuff here though. So you can see the unit is starting to take damage. But overall we do okay, and I start to pull them in more. Just pushing around the wall here. And the problem here is I don't want to pull them out because there are enemies on both sides. And so if I have them facing one way, they're now vulnerable from the other direction. And you can see we are taking range damage here while we wait. And that's pretty much the final straw for the unit in this one. And they start to die off. Now, this map here is a very good map to be trying the unit out on, because as you can see, I'm playing defense. Almost fall off the edge there. And the only way for the enemy to get up really are the siege towers, though you can see a lot of them have made it up somehow anyways over there. So yeah, I just start running back here, I think. Yes, to get my unit and get them set up, because in this kind of map I find they do fairly well. So I set them up here, and you can see they're already starting to do a bit of damage. And once I get them above the stairs, then they're good to go. And you can see we have a little bit of friendly stuff here, not a ton though, and there is a siege tower starting to push in. And you can see they kill heroes quite convincingly. So now that we're safe from the sides, mostly, I set up my unit on the siege tower, where they can hold fairly well. The last siege I did that on, I got about 15 hero kills, just having them sit on the siege tower. So we'll see how this one goes. And it looks like there's a couple heroes down there, sort of wanting to see what's going on up here, considering pushing up maybe. Not a lot going on overall. When I zoom out my map here, though, you can see there looks to be a unit sort of approaching there. I just set myself up here. Set up. I like these grape shot cannons for positions like this, and I just continue to wait. That's what I find with this unit works best, is waiting for the enemy to come to you, which isn't always easy on attacking maps, where you're on attack. But in defensive positions like this, it works quite well. And you can see there's quite a mob of enemies down at the bottom. Still not pushing up the siege tower yet, though. Something's distracted them, obviously. And as you can see, there's a few units, few heroes pushing up, but they die very, very quickly. Because like a lot of them can't even make it over the end of the tower up onto the top, because they're just instantly killed by the brace formation on the Fortebraccio. If you look down at the bottom left corner too, the Fortebraccio have barely taken any kind of damage. And yeah, that's the whole thing that was down there. All the enemies gone very, very quickly. Just getting a few interesting achievements too. Yeah, there's a single hero pushes up, and that's the unit just does so well, especially in cases where they're only against one opponent, like a hero. They all sort of stab at once, which does a whole lot of damage. Now, someone else here you can see is thinking about having to go up the siege tower. Another enemy hero there. 2 enemy heroes. And they start to push up. And it doesn't go well for them. One of them is obviously it doesn't seem too keen to get off his horse. Oh, there he goes. And yeah, the unit just... yeah. You can see we're now up to 8 hero kills already. Just from sitting up here, and here comes another one. Now this one obviously has some abilities that my unit doesn't. Right there, grape shot to the face. He's off his horse, and I don't know what happened here. The unit doesn't seem to be stabbing as much, and then 2 more heroes come up, and that's once you have that many heroes, the unit just can't handle it anymore. There's just too many targets to hit. And it looks like, no, not quite the end of me as well. But yeah, So there are, of course, limitations on the unit, but when you have them in a siege tower like that, unless you get a large number of heroes, like you did there, they're almost invincible. Even ranged units have trouble targeting them up there. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed seeing units with long spears stab things. I definitely have enjoyed playing them, and we'll continue to work on unlocking them. Hopefully that will happen fairly quickly if I keep playing the game. If you did enjoy, feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more Conqueror's Blade. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video.